Hello everyone, it is Wednesday the 7th of October, hence I'm so sorry we had to cancel at the very last minute. It's 19:57 and I'm going to record as much video as I can and hopefully get through it all so I can get you the results by tomorrow. So here we go. I was going to say thank you for being here tonight, but thank you for listening. I want to thank everyone for continuing with all their contributions, with all their entries, and especially for your minimalism, which is all over now. It's out for judging, and the judges have until the 10th. We'll get the results back, and then next week on the 14th will be the results. It appears that Maritzburg Golf Club is not available then, so I'm afraid we won't be able to get together as a club, but I will do this little message on WhatsApp again, and as soon as we get the link for the Zoom, I will absolutely send it on to you, and hopefully as many of you as possible can link in. Okay, and I think it's at 7 p.m, but that's to be confirmed. Okay, your committee's been very busy during lockdown, and I just want to thank them for giving up their Saturday mornings for meetings. Annual awards function. Well, last year we had a great time at Jefferson Green, thanks to Jake. This year, not knowing what the next level will be after one, it could be half, who knows, and not sure if there's going to be a second wave coming, so we have decided to have the awards function on the 28th of November out in the open. So on a Saturday morning, we have booked the Bra area of Hilton College Nature Reserve and the Hilton College Estate. That is our first choice. There's a little bit of a problem in the booking office, and apparently if a staff member comes along and also wants the 28th of November, we get booted off. But we'll only have confirmation of that in about the first week of November, but we will keep you posted. So please diarise that date, the 28th of November. Technical challenges. The committee is busy choosing the technical challenge for next year. The first technical challenge is the KZN Regional's chosen subject. Now, this year, remember we had food, and this year it is scapes. And I'm telling you about this now because photos from now are eligible into that competition. So from the 1st of May, and I've got it written down here somewhere. Wait, I'm paging through things. And I'm paging through, and I know, yeah, from the 1st of May to the 30th of April. Okay, so please start going through your scapes and see if there's anything available, and start taking scapes. And scapes is anything. Where's that piece of paper now? It's disappeared. And just take it out and put it on top. And you can have cityscapes, cloudscapes, nightscapes, seascapes, snowscapes, streetscapes, sandscapes, urbanscapes. So really any scapes. Okay. But the actual technical challenge for that will be the first technical challenge for next year, which the deadline will be the 10th of February. And remember, we have the scapes category anyway, so start putting some scapes. Oh, we don't have any. So this is just thinking, I'd say on my feet, but I'm sitting down, so on my bum. And I think Bertie must open a scapes regional event on Photovolt. Okay, so I think we must do all that, but we're also having a meeting next week, and we will organize all that. So sorry about that. I was thinking of all of this while I'm just sitting here. Where's my pen? Bertie's now written there. Okay, so the rest of the challenges will be announced at the annual awards function. Okay, so we have something. This is another JPEG I wanted to show you. So the MCC-WC Interclub Challenge results on the 14th of October, and they're going to have the results, and they're going to do a slideshow with all the results, and then they're going to have a guest speaker, Letitia Kenny, and she does all these weird and wonderful things that you can stay on and listen to. Okay, now we're going on to other things that we discussed at the committee meetings. Okay, so, now it stopped. Now it's starting again. There we go. It always does that, and then I wait for it, and then it doesn't, and then it does. Sorry. Star ratings. This is what we've always had. Okay, your star, you start at naught. To go to 2-star, you need 500. To go to 3-star, you need 500. To go to 4-star, you need 506 salons. 4 to 5 stars, 500 points and 25 salons. And then when you get to 5-star, you start at 0 points and you accumulate your salons. And there was really nothing beyond that. And most other clubs are now doing something. The PSSA have got a version out there. No, everyone sort of really ignores what they've got, and every single club's doing their own. And so we had very long discussions about this, and this is what we have come up with. From 5-star, you go to 5-star bronze, 1,000 points accumulated, so you never lose your points from now on, and 50 salons. Silver, 2,000 points, 100 salons. 5-star gold, 3,000 points, 200 salons. 5-star platinum, 4,000 points, 300 salons. 5-star diamond, 5,000 points, 500 salons. And of course your master, this is undetermined because it's just, your points are just going to carry on, and at this point it's the salons that matter, and it's 1,000 points. You need both. So you can't have 600 points and 51 salons and then become a bronze. You've got to have absolutely both. Now if you think, oh, you're never ever going to get there, well, we have 3 examples. Rob Hart has something like 7,300 points, and I've got the list here, and I will just page through and I will get it on top. There we go. Rob Hart has 7,300 points and he has 258 salons. So yes, you can get there. So if we look at this, if we go to the salons, he has 258. He's not quite 300. Even though he's got more points than that, he still hasn't got the 300 salons. So Rob Hart, you are now 5-star gold. The same applies to Bertie. Bertie has 6,000 points and 267 salons. So not quite 300, even though he's got the points. So Bertie is also a 5-star gold. Des, where's Des? There's Des. Des has got 139 salons, okay, but she only has 1,268 points. So I'm a bronze. I got 1,200 points. I haven't got the 2,000 points yet, even though I've got the salons. So I stay on bronze until I get those points. There are a couple of other people on 5-star, over 500 points, but they also don't quite have the salons. So, and this is also something to work towards. Once you get to 5-star and you think, well, I've got my 25 salons thing, and this is just really egging you on to really get those salon entries in. Besides getting 5 points per salon acceptance, so that helps you push you through the ratings as well. It's also a slightly higher way of judging, and you can really see how your pictures are improving or not. Okay, and so where's page down? And so this is just the overview: 5-star, 5-star bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master. So there we go. I hope you're excited about that. We're very excited. Derek was going to, I was going to say to Derek, is everything okay? And he was going to go yes, and he was going to institute this into the points. Rob Hart and Bertie Price, please go into your photo vault, and where it says 5, put 5 space gold, not gold 5, because then Bertie's got to undo that. So it's 5 space gold. Des has got to do 5 space bronze. Okay, and when we do the stars, you know, we go per level, per category. We're going to put all the 5 stars together. So 5-star, bronze, silver, gold will all be together under one subject. Else Bertie will be doing slideshows until the cows come home, literally. Okay, the other thing we were looking at is the Constitution. We are working on adding a paragraph that includes election of office bearers and limited times and things like that. Once Des has finished fiddling, she'll give it to Terry to put into pretty words. The committee will have a look at it, and then we will send it out to members to have your say. And so that will be happening in due course. The delay is Des. Okay. The Judges Accreditation Program. Congratulations to Paul Nordia and Roger Fanner for completing the course. Their names are now on the list forwarded to all clubs for judging. Paul Nordia has actually done the minimalism judging for this month, our very last one. All those images, by the way, were put into the final selection, the final group for final selection for when we chose our 20 junior, 20 senior. So just don't think you missed out because it was the last month. And then Roger is doing our monthly judging for next time we meet, or maybe we don't meet, not sure. Okay, so on to the evening. There was one other thing. Oh yes, this. So this is National Congress 2020. We of course have the KZN Congress, and that's all about scapes. This is National Congress. We've actually you submit 15 photos per club. The results should have been out yet by now, but obviously I think they've been waiting for this to come along. It's going to be a virtual Congress. I don't know what the cost is. It may just be for nothing, which would be really cool. From Saturday the 28th of October to the 31st of October, Wednesday to Saturday. All presentations will be held in the evening and on the Saturday morning, and it's probably going to be via Zoom, and so details will be published shortly, and I'll send them on to you when that's done. Okay, so on to the evening. Technical challenge results, nostalgia, minimalism results, anything goes, Wabi Sabi. Yes, I know Wabi Sabi was weird, but we'll get there. And then we're going to finish with a salon results video, but I think I've been talking for so long now. Let's just see, maybe we'll do landscapes to inspire the scapes. Okay, so we can actually start with the Westville challenge, because I've just been trying to get the technical challenge slideshow to work, and it's not working. And so I'm going to calm down, and I'm going to read these wonderful comments from Paul Nordia. Thank you, Paul, for being the judge. One star. Wattled cranes in the mist, 8 silver. I like what you've attempted here with these beautiful cranes. With the help of the mist, the background is nicely faded out. The birds are well in focus and noise is well handled. The way you positioned the birds low in the frame works well. Although rules are meant to be broken, as a 1 star, consider the rule of odds. Have 3 subjects rather than 4. If the birds were not faded by mist, you would have a killer image. A great attempt. Single watted crane, 8 silver. My comments with the previous image mostly apply here too. Some might say single subject needs companions, but your single bird works for me. A great pose you captured, but unfortunately the crane is facing the wrong way, leaving the bill in shadow. Not much you can do about the way the bird is facing. Unless you know you can fix it in post, it is sometimes worth not taking the photograph, something that is hard to learn. Look at cleaning up some of the flotsam in the water. A stronger composition would have been achieved if the bird was a little to the left of the frame on the third line. As a 1 star, follow the rules initially to get to know them, and as you progress, break them as often as you desire. That's good advice. Nine silver. The moon can be difficult to photograph, and you have done well with good exposure and focus. The visible part of the moon is, however, too centrally placed horizontally. Next time, consider placing the moon to the right in the frame so the dark side of the moon is almost touching the edge. This will place the visible part in a better position compositionally. Your image really needs a border to delineate it. The wispy clouds, I assume, in the lower half of the image add some texture, but give more the impression of unclean noise. I've lost my place, yeah. Try placing some object in the foreground, such as a roof, chimney, or similar, which will help ground the image. A disembodied moon on its own lacks interest. It's something we all see routinely and which needs an addition of something. Overall, well done with a difficult subject. Yellow-billed stork, 9 silver. What a great pose you captured. Focus and lighting are good, but the colors are oversaturated. Try lifting the shadows in your post-processing software and see if you can get some further detail in the dark areas to show through. At your next attempt, place the bird on a third line rather than against the edge of the image. Your bird is too big in the frame, and a smaller could give a greater sense of space and improve the minimalism effect you are striving for. Although the feet are hidden by the water, give the bird more space inferiorly so the viewer doesn't feel the bird has been cut off. It appears you did some cloning in on the upper third of the image, resulting in visible ripples where there shouldn't be any. There is a visible borderline in the upper right area from incomplete cloning. You have the right idea for a minimalist image, it just needs some tweaking. Next one. 3-star. Okay, I'm on the wrong page. Oh, there it is. All Alone, 13 merit, Eric Bossman. What a beautiful photograph. The colors and your composition is superb. Having your subject to the right and looking left directs the eye to the ship on the left and then around the image. A very well constructed minimalist image, showing that not everything needs to be excluded. Not much I can say except I love it. Sorry, I know this mouse is there, but it's not going to the next slide unless I put the mouse there and then move it. I'm taking a breath and I'm moving on. Glitter, 8 silver. Your lighting of the objects in the container is superb, as is your focus. The reflection of the light source on the container is, however, distracting. This image begs for a polarizing filter. For a minimalist photograph, the subject is too large in the frame and too close to the lower border. The frame and color thereof is a good addition, and the color thereof is a good addition. If you had something else in frame, such as a dim shadow cast by your subject, it may enhance your composition. Silver Lady, 7 silver. You captured the moon very well with excellent focus. We all know what the moon looks like, and your changing of its orientation makes the image appear odd. If the category was photo art, abstract, or similar, you could get away with it, but not here. It appears you masked out the noisy background, but in doing so left a noisy corona around the moon. As with the other moon image seen tonight, try something to ground the image and to give it some reference relative to the earth, as you will see in an image to come. Try it again with the moon higher in the frame. A vertical orientation, although not obligatory, adds height to the moon. Watch your white balance too. Spiral Notebook, 10 gold, Tracy Rhodes. This is great for minimalism. Your focus and exposure spot on centrally, but the spirals soften towards the periphery. Try this again with a small aperture to get more in focus, and use a tripod if not used here. On my monitor I could not discern a border. Adding one would be of benefit. Try straightening the page lines in post. Well done. Starlink Satellite Trails, 9 silver. The satellite trails you captured are marvelous. I would suggest cropping the right hand side of the image, as it doesn't add anything, and clone out the bright star, as that is where the viewer's eyes go first. There are many objects in the image, but as the light trails are different from the spots of light, it makes for a good minimalist image. Four stars. Arum Lily, 10 gold, Nola Mayring. These are graceful curves you have captured, and the lighting is very well done. Arums are a bright white, and your artistic interpretation as an almost low-key arum is very well done, giving good contrast. Minimalism is what we are aiming for, and I feel you would better achieve that by cropping to a 10:8 format, getting rid of some of the empty space on the left, and bringing in the right border quite a bit. It still would be an arum on its own, but make it feel less lost in the space. Birds on a Wire, 7 silver. I appreciate what you have attempted here with your image, and having a trio of birds is the right idea. There is, however, too much empty space, and there is no interaction amongst the birds, making the image feel lacking in interest. Cloning out the top wire and leveling the balance of the image would help slightly, as would having the birds in front of the middle wire, but birds do what they do. Yes, they do. I told you only one puff a day. A great interaction between the pole and cloud. If that is an unedited cloud, well done on capturing the scene. Cropping both vertical sides of the image as well as the top would help accentuate the height of the light and erase some extraneous space. There is some cleaning of the image required. Too many spots were left behind. Did I say 9 silver? Sorry, I just realized that maybe I just said the caption. Moonrise, 9 silver. An image with lovely color combinations and top-notch composition. Technically the image is good, but the grain detracts from an otherwise potentially very good photograph. Five star. Blossoming yellow, 10 gold, Rob Hart. Focus and lighting on the flower is excellent, as one would expect from a 5 star. I like that you have given the background an off-white hue. The image would benefit from a slight vertical crop on the right so that it is no longer in a 16:9 format. Contrast, 12 gold, Bertie Price. This is a superb image which meets the brief perfectly. The complementary colours and lack of distracting elements make this image. There is some cleanup on the background required, particularly around the packet handles. To fit better with the plain background, I would suggest reducing the prominence of the creases in the packet. Other than that, I love it, and it highlights that if done correctly, less is more. Very well done. Japanese Iris, 10 gold, maxi holder. The way the stem leads to the flower as well as the flower placement in the frame is well considered, although having the stem into the frame from below might be a better option. The stem appears to have been painted with a green hue. It has been imperfectly done, with the original stem showing through in places. Using the appropriate blend mode would allow the original texture to show through. The stem looks too flat as presented. Other than that, a lovely image. Red Velvet, 8 silver. A good idea with the viewer's attention drawn to the measuring part of the tape through clever use of depth of field. The colours chosen, however, are jarring. They are too close on the colour wheel to be complementary and not close enough to be... I didn't look up how to say this. Analogous. Okay. Try it again with a better choice of background colour and softer lighting, which in this case is too harsh. Reflections, 10 gold, Des van Tonder. I considered this image for some time before commenting. It does not comply with the general rules applicable to such images, but it works. I would, however, like to have seen the bird a bit lower in the frame and with some texture to be brought out in the dark areas of the bird. What may be an anathema to some would be to crop the right vertical in slightly so as to still leave some space to move into, but better highlighting where the bird came from with the ripples left behind. Scadoxus season, 8 silver. You had a fine balancing act to achieve here. Get enough of the flower in focus while simultaneously blurring the background. Unfortunately, neither was adequately achieved. The background is too busy and the flower is not all in focus. If you had picked, for example, to get the stamen in focus and blur out the rest, the balance would have been better. There is too much background, and a vertical cropped on the left would benefit your image as the flower is placed too far to the right. Toning down the green of the stem would also help. Okay, one more image. Warming signs, 7 silver. The lone tree is the potential hero of this image. The foreground is its detractor as there's too much of it and it is too bright. If the horizon was on the lower thirds, you would still have some of the foreground without it dominating the frame. As is, it doesn't really meet the brief. The end. Thank you, Paul. Okay, so we're now going to try a technical challenge. It's opened and let's see how long may it last. Okay, so I was the judge here. Thank you very much for everyone who entered. It was great going down a trip to memory lane for many of these photos. Just a reminder that you're allowed to use whatever filters you wanted. You didn't have to make your own filter or make your own brush. And if I do criticize your photo, it isn't because I'm criticizing your memory or anybody in it. Okay, so here we go. Speak to the judge privately afterwards, or not. You can just leave me alone if you want. Okay, 1 star. On safari, 12 gold, Denise Harvey. What a wonderful start to this nostalgia trip. I really like the tight composition, and I'm always telling photos to breathe, but in this case I really like this. The conversion to a dark sepia and the border finishes this off, and I love the items chosen and the textures. Very well done. Roan, hope I'm saying that right, 11 gold, Denise Harvey. And really nice architectural shot here. Simple and clean. Not sure if there's some kind of filter put on it. Sometimes as a judge we have to assume because of this category that we're in, but it definitely gives the impression of very old Tates. And I find myself lingering on this picture quite a lot. I really, really like it. The Old Safari Camp, 10 gold, Tom LeBeau. Nice image. Not sure where this is, but does remind me of the movies. Colonial people arriving dressed in white and sipping gin and tea. Yellowed edges add a nice sense of a faraway place and a faraway time. Writer's Block, 10 gold, Denise Harvey. Ah, yes, the typewriter. Many a lesson in typing on that. Simple, understated image. Be careful of centering things. They must be centered. So this is here is closer to this edge here. It just seems like a little bit over. But yeah, for a 1 star, really very, very well done. 3 star. 18th century relaxation time, 9 silver. Lovely warm nostalgic colours here. The stopwatch is upside down though, and the vase is distanced from the box. Perhaps the story was enough without the vase, or the glasses could have been used to link the vase to the box. It just seems quite a separated image. Your background is also quite obvious. You need to play with your levels there or move your items away from the background, so when you lighting up, however you're lighting it up, it doesn't reflect onto or off the background. Okay, 80s nostalgia, 10 gold, Tracy Rhodes. Yes, definitely memories of the 80s here. Love the colours and the diagonal stripe. 80s design was these exact lines and garish colours. However, for this photograph, I can't help but feel I want a shadow with the cassette. Just a little bit too simplistic, a little bit something. I know there's a little bit of a shadow there, but I just wanted a shadow to be a little bit more dominant. Flowers at Midnight, 12 gold, Eric Bosman. I really like this. The lighting is spot on. The filter applied over the photo is super, like all scratchy. The open drawers adds a sense of something's happened. The oval mirror suggests a different era. Well thought out and well executed. The shadows, I think, are just super, and it's quite a spooky old feel. If you ever see open drawers and you've ever read Stephen King books, you would never leave a drawer open like that. You come to my house and no drawer is ever left open, no cupboard is ever left open, because I've read too many Stephen King books. So well done, Eric. Where are we? Letter to Santa, 10 gold, Liesl Cooperthwaite. Ah, when we posted things. Well done. Probably a few items too many. The Lego pieces in the front that are out of focus could perhaps have been eliminated. Perhaps just one piece of Lego, but really well done here. Where are we? Sorry, turned the page too quickly. Smokin', not judged. I don't believe this is a nostalgia image. I have not judged it as it could score well in a photojournalism category. The Season That Never Happened, 9 silver. What a great idea. However, you have been let down by the processing. Be aware of artifacts left over from photoshopping, and I just assume you're using the program Photoshop. And as the scrum, or is it now rolling maul, is moving to the left, I would have preferred the space on the right to be cropped off. It does not add to the story at all. Time moves on. 9 silver. That is a lovely clock face. I can't help but want to see more of it. If you had simply put in the clock face without the fancy Photoshop work, it could have scored better. Travel Time, 10 gold, Tracy Rhodes. I love the simplicity of this, but I feel it's just lacking something. The textures of the suitcase and the hat are great, but I find the grass a bit distracting. I think for this subject, a different background and more room for the subjects to breathe, so not so closely cropped, would have possibly had a higher score. I wanted to add in there because they're going somewhere, so I feel there should be space to go somewhere, but then they could have actually just come back. So, you know. Walking past the coffee, not judged. I don't see nostalgia here at all. In fact, it's quite modern, and I could score in a photojournalism category, so I have not judged this image. 4-star. A glimpse of glamour, 10 gold, Heidi Taylor. Lovely image. The pearls are quite burnt out. Watch that. You've been marked down for that at the 4-star level. But the setup of the camera, the pearls, and the swanky background combines really well. And the sepia image, the sepia conversion is good. It is such a lovely camera. An old railway office, 13 merit, Nola Mehring. Beautiful. Not just a story here, but a work of art. The lighting, the colours, and the filter applied is just superb. Digitized memories, 9 silver. No, we don't do cassette tapes anymore. We don't even do CDs. This definitely made me stop and read. A bit of a record shop though, no pun intended. I do appreciate the simplicity of the image, but can't help but wanting just a bit more, and I don't know what that is. And perhaps maybe that's what makes this photo better than what I've scored. I really thought about this a lot. I don't mind that my eye wanders about a bit. I don't know what else I'm looking for. Perhaps if all the blues were together, you know, and not the blues music, the blue CDs, but then perhaps I'm completely missing the point of this image. But I really just feel it's a bit of a record shot, as I said, and I just wanted something else, but I can't tell you what. Sorry. Game, set and match, 10 gold, Heidi Taylor. Nice composition here, and well done for putting the handles of the rackets through the net to hold them up. That's a really good idea. I like the sepia conversion. The composition is very ordered though, and perhaps one ball could be slightly out of place. Okay. Remembering, 10 gold, Heidi Taylor. I can't help but compare this one to the previous tennis image, and while I prefer this story, the background lets this image down. The one idea I had for you, and obviously you the photographer, you know what your story is if this is really on a tennis court, perhaps it could be where the lines converge, so we could see some lines. I just wanted to see something else. This old kettle can tell many stories. 10 gold, Nola Mehring. Very typical old image of rust done well. I'm thinking though that too much of the image has been erased. I would like to have seen more, not less. Those were the days, 10 gold, Nola Mehring. A simple, understated story, lots of history here. I like the juxtaposition of the textures of the delicate lace and the peeling paint. When Minolta ruled, 12 gold, Paul Mudir. Minolta ruled? Really? I love the in-your-face with this, the centeredness of it, well done. The little scratches and bits of dust make for a rather dramatic image. Really, really like this. 5-star. Okay, and thank you to Bertie Price for judging my images. Grandma's Brag Book, 12 gold, Des van Tonder. A nice bit of history captured here, well suited to this challenge. Where am I? Historic timepiece, 12 gold, Bertie Price. Super image this, the lighting, the depth of field, and the angle of the shot. Really well done. Just love this goldy colour coming through. Kodak, 12 gold, Des van Tonder. Great composition, great exposure, great picture, nicely done. Little Shoes for Boetie, 10 gold, Des van Tonder. Great memories captured here of bygone times. Oops. Old Series 2 Land Rover, 10 gold, Maxi Holder. Again, love the in-your-face image. I do think that the contrast could be tweaked slightly here. Lovely scratches and bits. Remembering Analog, 12 gold, Bertie Price. Classy mono image this. I think the front bit could be cropped a bit. It's a bit bright and distracting, and also so that the viewer is closer to the camera in the lovely, lovely brochure. Saltwater fly fishing memories, 10 gold, Maxi Holder. Great story here. I originally wrote too many items here, but then changed my mind. This is very much how we did it back then. No thought for minimalism. A feel of a 70s composition, nice lighting, creates a nostalgic mood. Love the coffee mug and spoon. Maxi, is this you? Is that your hair? Or is it like something on your head? Springtime of Their Lives, 11 gold, Maxi Holder. Now this is a long time ago. Great images chosen for this story. And I really like the angles coming through here. The triangular shape is mirrored beautifully. I've only just looked at the caption now, and what I originally commented was perhaps not the flowers, but they could have a personal significance that I don't know about. Well, the springtime of their lives. So there we go. That's why you use the flowers. Okay, one more. TDK, 10 gold, Bertie Price. The memories of the stuck tape and the pencil solution. Great lighting and mood on the tape. Great sharpness, but the background definitely lets this image down. Okay, junior winner, Denise Harvey. Well done, love it. That's a canvas waiting to happen. Really, really well done. And senior winner, Nola Mehring. That's another canvas waiting to happen. Really well done. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. We now going to go on to Anything Goes and then Wabi Sabi. Okay, so here we go. Anything Goes. Okay, I have been instructed to say this in the way that it's in the movie. I want my precious Jake. And if you're wondering what the hell are you doing, Des, there is Harlem. Okay. Now, because I had to do that in the voice, I then have to do the next one in Maxi's voice. Not tonight, dear. I have a headache. Dirt bike action, Bertie. Back when we were allowed to go and watch sport. Oopsie. Oopsie, there we go. How's it, my brew? Maxi. I assume one of them is Tombi. I knows you, Des. And that's the cleverest caption I'm ever going to come up with in my life. I'm going to eat you, Des. I've got chocolate. Can you hear? I've got chocolate. I'm eating chocolate. Look at me, looking at me, so pretty. It's also Des. That's what Des looking at. Des. That's my photo. You know what I mean? It's now 20:43. This is past my bedtime. RBR Bertie. So this is Rita from Desi's, and when we're allowed to go back for sport, we really must get as many people as possible and go down to Desi's Raceway. It's 2 hours there and 2 hours back. I know it's a long time down in Port Shepstone. It is absolutely fabulous, and when you get there, you will meet Rita, and she is fantastic, and she always dresses up, and Des always dresses down, and like feels like like a tramp next to her. She is absolutely lovely, lovely lady. And then I would think that's also Desi's team backdraft, Bertie. Okay, and that's the end of Anything Goes. Okay, so here we go. Chairs challenge, wabi sabi. Nothing is perfect. Ignore the rules. Play. And I know it was a weird one, and I promise you next chairs challenge won't be so weird. Or maybe it will. I don't know. So here we go. Do not feed the animals. Jake. Yeah. Flashing by. Eric. Oh, that's very nice. Well spotted that. Ghost fairy. A ghost fairy, I think he means. Eric, I think you mean fairy. Ghost fairy. Monique, Liesel. That's a great moment captured. Really is. Well done, Liesel. Resting. Yeah, indeed. And you know, judges will go, oh, but you can't see their faces and all that. And it's such a great story on its own. So, yeah. It's not always about what the judges say. Contemplative dog, Paul. Yeah, see, I love that. This is like completely typical wabi sabi. Paul, you should have that on canvas and put that in your office. And tell people, no, it really isn't focus. This is, I don't know whose this is. I think I'm out of order here. Oh, I don't know whose this is. I don't know whose that is either. We'll get back to those. Alias Bucket of Bolts, Maxi. I'm just going to open Wabi Sabi and photos. Oh, there's Terry. Okay, so go back. It's not on the list for some reason. Terry Byrne. Okay, I'll go and get some more graphs. Yeah, because that's the female and the male, yes. And they can be very demanding. This is Terry Byrne. Waar is die blerrie vrou? Sy moet kom check. The things I get to say. Waar is die blerrie vrou? Sy moet kom check. Sorry, Terry, I don't know why it wasn't on my list here. Okay, so back to Bob, alias Bucket of Bolts, Maxi. There's the Landy from Nostalgia. Okay, this is a great one. A Koopy. A Koopy! I was going to say Cooper and Bertie. Come on, it's Koopy. Oh, I think I'm getting tired. Cooper, Bertie. I'm not even going to edit all that out. Oh dear. Okay. Des, look at all those stupid humans down there. Oopsie. Shadow trees, Des. The desert claims another life, Maxi. Ew. Ew. Bertie, Wabi Sabi Sunset. Okay, the end. Thank you so much, everyone. That was really fun. Okay, so this is the salon, the Bethel salon, and there you saw all the stats there. And this is landscape, so this is to give us some inspiration. There's no music. I'll turn it da 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 da. There's the medal winner for Sturgis glowing Overberg Fields. Gosh, these are beautiful. Oh, that's okay. Certificates of merit or merits. Certificates of merit. Antoinette Moko, Ronda Flay. It's so fast. Misty winter sunrise. Son op winter. Spitskoppe arch. Early morning solitude. Op die rotsa. 2. Trees misty morning. Oh, there's quite a few like that. Obviously been outing. Oh, Wanaka tree. Late afternoon sun rays. Gosh, the light there is beautiful. Spitskoppen by moonlight. Long way to go. The plate. Sani top. Tracks to the Aurora Borealis. I'm sure I got that right. Kubu Eiland se groot rotsa. Ice reflection. Jeez, it's fast. Heavy clouds. I like that. Oh, another outing. Goa. Acceptances. Autumn magic. Color mist. Early morning. Strand blue hour. Tranquility. Color diversities. Table Bay. My life. Dubai at night. Westville ripples. I think this was scapes, so it's, you know, cityscapes and everything, named from the air. Santon, so it wasn't just landscapes. Rocky sunrise. Austrian Alps view. Dead tree, Westville. SYI, whatever that is. Common Job Taxi, St. James. Club Mykonos. Kiara View. Grounded. Rooi Groet Windpomp. Uitkyk oor die baai. Good morning. Floral Dam Elands Kloof. Peace and serenity over the ocean. Pouring into the cauldron. Purple dawn. There's a lot of purple. Sunset flower. Oh, I like that. Tail lights. Twilight. Day done. River sunrise. The way home. Mist on Midmar. Korkeboom Kloof. At Slangkop. Sunrise overflow. I like that. And floaty rocky sunrise. Kaleidoscope over make it. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Like after the prayer. The Milky Way. What? That's canola fields. Early morning walk Strand. Love River Bridge. Go Taiwan. Little house in the canola. The end of the day. Somewhere low. Oh really? Cosmos country. I can say Cosmos. Desert touchdown. Tower sunset. Inkomende reënwolke. Ou plaashuis 3. Brug weerkaatsing. Kanaalverkeer. Night sky. Here comes the sun. Sunrise at Fransmanshoek. Is de lig. Venesi. Source of the tequila. Seascape 30. Wow. Alluring Andes. Swakopmund. Deer. Canola and Rainbow. Hicks River Snow Panorama June 2020. Simonstown Rainbow June 2020. Sunk Ice. Beautiful Narmib 0316. Giants Playground 0116. Quiver Tree and Clouds. Flipbook Escape 1. Paternoster Sunshine Rocks. Toronto Scape 2. Diamond Beach. Oh, it's unusual. Falls from Behind. Ijsberg Landskap. Sunset at Legends. Oh, I like that. Charming Town. Doldrums at Sunrise 1. Krachakama. Windpomp in the Karoo. Wreck at Glintana. Dwarsvlei. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's such a lovely story. Red Rock. Take me home, country roads, to the place. Kyoka Felt. Grandma's featherbed. Wave of dolphins. Autumn. Heidi! Heidi, yay! Inside Spitzkopper Arch. Draining Tide HD. Misty Swirls. I know people think like all this swirly stuff is done too much. I just love it because I've never been able to quite get it. And once I get it, then I think I'll have enough. Surfing Again. Light Peeping Through. Like Spilt Milk. Winter Incoming Tide. Aspana Avenue. Threatening Storm at Sunrise. Lady in the Mist. Lunning Morning Reflections. Rosy Fingered Dawn. Russet Mantle Clad. Blood River 5. Mother City. Ooh. Playing on the Beach 1. 3. Sunrise. Fotosoek Tyd. Vroegoggend Watersyp. End of Blessed Day. Blouberg 1. Reflections 2. Zinkwazi 2. Zinkwazi Pastel. Zinkwazi Oggendson. Madagascar Sonsondergaan. Caledon Scape. Oh, I like that. Wintry Lighthouse Scape. Clarence, this is too quick. I mean, you're trying to look at them. Brighton Pier. Guiding Light. Sendingkerkie met reënboog. Sonsak vinnig. Stofstorm. Dunescape. That's quite noisy. Skop and Rock Formation. Swartkop Mond. A Winter's Tale. Blouberg Lost Light 2. Sundown at Kochelbaai. Alleen met Sonsondergaan. Oh, I don't know. Greeting the Day. Lake Louise. Oh, wow. Mono Lake. There's something about seeing stuff not in this country that's really quite special, actually. Snowdonia. Ooh. Misty Morning at Lake Kinmo. Dubai Marina. Dane Pastela. Misty Burgel. Pink Sunrise. Lone Tree Faces the Storm. June Landscape at Sosis. Dead Play Rainbow. Baobab. King Protea Sunset. Oh, look at the light on that flower, it's gorgeous. Overberg Colours Dunes. Light in the Dark. Lucerne Cableway. Oh, very interesting. Honeston Dawn. Honeston Rocky Coastline. Glowing Willow Trio. Oh, I like that. Light Before the Storm. Ooh. Ooh. Little House. Not on the Prairie. Reflection in Water. Well, sort of. Hong Kong. Honeston Ledges. Clearly club outing, Cauldron Sunrise, The Skeleton, Rock Fig Milky Way, oh I don't know, Groot Winterhoek, Victoria Snew, Shard in My Eye. What? I don't get that. Slanghoek Reflection, The Royal Seal. Wow. Oh, I like that. Winter and Robertson, Mossel Bay Lighthouse. Oh, sorry, my chair squeaks. Naked Tiny Pass, Evening Reflections. Lots of people go to very cold places. Rape op Gras, something Melkweg in Koekboom, Modern Architecture. Purple Dawn, Lake Navarone, Misty Valley. Oh, I like that. The Gathering Storm, Tree Family. I like that. Slangkop Sunset 3, Canola Overberg, Dagbreek in die Kruger, Early Morning in Monopools, Rooi dag, wat bring jy? Onweer. Reënboog deur die wolke. Wait. Oh, sal jy met sê? Trekte met sonsondergang. Dubai Cityscape, Evening Glow, Langpad na die berg wat roep, Patrick Dunes and Clouds 5932, Domino and Nimini, Hong Kong Cityscape. It's getting late. Oh, I didn't do anything. What did I do? Oh, that's it. That's done. Okay, that's it, everyone. Thank you again, and really apologies again about the mess up down there. And they are very apologetic. There's nothing they can do. That whole area was out there. So thank you for listening once again. And yeah, we will be in touch. Bye.